Welcome back to the battlefield. We are going to jump right in today and get started with a siege here. I am hopeful that we can eliminate the Getae faction within just 2 or 3 turns of having declared war on them. So, let's go ahead and, I hate to bring pikes to a siege, but pikes are all I've got close by.
You have further orders?
Oh, these guys had some kind of option there. I bet they can reform to a better unit, but anyway, now that I'm out of my territory, that's not an option. Alright, let's see what they've got. Some guys that can form spear wall, a bunch of light troops, a couple of archers. Really not a whole lot here, so this should be relatively easy. Hopefully my reinforcements don't come in from a stupid place. And it'll just take me forever to get my armies together. Not too bad. Alright, well, we can work with this, that is for sure. It's just not giving us a particularly good angle. Do you know what? It might be better. Would it be better to attack over here? There's not a lot of open space there. I'm not sure where the best place to attack from might be. But in the name of keeping my armies organized and together, I'm going to attack over here. I don't think this angle is particularly good for me to shoot at, but whatever.
Infantry! General!
I don't think it'll make too much of a difference either.
What are your orders?
Okay, I'll probably send... maybe I won't send the weaker units up the ladders. Maybe we'll send these 2 guys up the ladders, but nobody's going up the ladders for a little bit at the beginning. First things first, make sure they don't have any artillery that can shoot at me. And second, let's start breaking some walls. Would it be better to break the walls and then shoot the archers? I feel like it might be better to actually try and kill the archers while they're sitting on these walls here. Because that way they won't go out of my line of sight.
We will pierce their hearts.
You're kidding, they're already in range. Oh my goodness. Well, let's move forward just a little bit so that we can get slightly more accurate fire. Look at that reload rate too. Man, I am way too big of a fan of these archers. Okay, let's give them another volley with half of our units. And we'll start organizing the rest of the troops. Our slingers are going to be basically useless in this siege, I think.
Archers! Axe warriors! Battle ready!
Let's just make sure everybody is up near the front.
Melee infantry ready! Advance at speed!
Alright, now who are we gonna shoot next? It could also be pretty effective to try and burn down these arrow towers. But I'm kind of thinking I would rather just shoot their infantry. In the meantime, while there's no archers within view, let's go ahead and start shooting at these walls. Make sure all of the extra troops are moving forward. Okay, I feel like we're going through our ammo a lot faster this time than we did in the last siege. That was a... Whoa, look at that guy go. That was quite the distance. Okay, that was not as effective of a volley.
Field artillery! Fire on the enemy!
See if I can just get this done manually real quick. Come on, be accurate enough. I aimed in the right place, be kind to me.
Artillery masters, to arm! The walls are breached!
Just open a nice wide entry point. So my pikes really struggle with the pathfinding on these kinds of walls when we're charging into a settlement. But I might be able to use these Pergamon companions a little bit more effectively.
The walls are breached!
Okay, that's a nice wide segment for us to attack. It's unfortunate that that unit came back, but whatever. Alright, well we can't really even see most of their troops just because they're hiding behind the wall. I wonder if we can come over here and get a better line of sight. But we may as well start
Ex-warriors!
getting this show on the road.
Scrappers ready! Warriors move out! White men ready for orders! Thanks! White men! Quick march! By your command! Double time! Ready! Swords! Understood!
I'm going to hold on to the rest of my artillery ammo for now. Let's go ahead and attack straight at the gate. Do you know what? It might be effective to attack here and at the breach. And we'll also send a unit there. Okay, Okay, let's start moving forward. Go ahead and just march, though. We don't need to run. Okay, archers. How much range do I lose if I switch to flaming shot? Not a ton, actually.
Ex-warriors!
Let's see if we can get some of their archers to come out and play.
Ex-warriors!
Now I'm really not going to have any good angles to use my artillery at. Now that I think about it. Okay, let's go ahead and get in there now.
Ex-warriors!
Just because the artillery is firing at a really, really poor angle.
They will bleed for us! Warriors!
Okay, let's actually go ahead and burn down a couple of these towers.
Missile-armed warriors! Now! Archers!
I know we're planning on neutralizing these pretty quickly anyway, but
Ex-warriors!
I feel like it might save us quite a few men if we just burn them down.
Archers!
It's not like it costs a ton of ammo. Okay, we can't reasonably attack into those Phalanx troops. Let's try and get our pikemen up in here. They're letting me in, so I'm gonna try and take advantage of that. Send these healthy units in first.
Double time! Waiting orders!
Yeah, if they're gonna let me in, I definitely want to take advantage of it.
Archers!
One of our units
Okay, artillery. Actually, go ahead and just shoot. You can't shoot back there, can you? It's just out of range. Yeah, just out of range. It's unfortunate. I don't like the idea of shooting there, so artillery actually move forward.
Advance and speed! Quick march! Ready and waiting! Quick march! Shield bearers! Let's speed! Missile warriors!
Now, I was gonna bring my archers into the fight.
Infantry! Axis!
Make sure everyone up here has an attack order. Let's try and avoid attacking into their Phalanx troops. Keep one unit of swords back here to help out, because those guys are definitely going to need help. Okay, you take out that unit. The artillery is almost in position, and then we can start shooting into that group in the back.
Orders! Pike infantry ready!
Okay, let's see. Have they given me enough room that I can set my pikes up? Gonna have to go one at a time here. Okay, that'll be good enough for the first unit.
The men are wavering.
That's fine. The men are going into an absolute crapshoot of a battle here. Go ahead and just run away, guys. You're not going to survive otherwise. Artillery, you may open fire back there.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Yep, that's fine.
This is a shameful display.
Archers, you've had your fun. Stop shooting for a minute.
Commander, your orders!
Okay, where else? Okay, there's another target for the archers. Let's get these swords up close enough to be of use.
Commander, by your command!
Okay, pikemen.
Attack them! Orders! Pikemen! Form phalanx!
I'll go ahead and bring the general forward. Try and get some kind of war cry going.
Your command! Ex-warriors!
Okay, these guys are not going to do great on the front line against Phalanx troops, so let's just let our pikes handle it. I'll keep this unit here on the side just because they're helping out with my... Did I actually just wipe out that whole unit, like, instantly? Wow. I'll keep these guys close by just to...
A tower has been destroyed.
Oh shit, I should maybe have thought about that before leaving my troops right next to it. Well, What's done is done.
Infantry ready!
If I give you guys an attack order, will you go up the wall? Or the
One
ladder?
of our units has used all its ammunition.
I don't know why I can't attack the Phalanx. Yeah, hit them. Are they gonna go around this way? If so, that's a problem. Okay, let's start bringing some more pikemen up to the front. Okay, you guys have over-engaged. Fall back. They have more archers. We need to get on them quickly.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
General, get up here a little bit closer. Come on, just shatter. Just go away.
Ex-warriors! What are your orders?
Okay, good. Now these axes I would expect to do really, really poorly against cavalry, but I don't feel like I have a ton of choice right now.
Light infantry at your command.
Let's go ahead and get another couple of units of pikes in here. I'm just going to put them right inside of each other and hope for the best. Okay, archers, you are plenty far forward. General, go ahead and do a useless rally, I suppose.
Ex-warriors! Get out!
Axes, get back out of there. You're not going to win that fight anymore. Okay, my pikes kind of need to reform, but I'm not sure how best to make that happen. Okay, you guys for Phalanx and start pushing forward. You guys still need to pull back. Okay, this is just an absolute mob up here right now, but you know what, sometimes these things need to happen. Okay, swords, it's time for you to get ready. I actually can just send these guys in however I want right now, because I'm just going to replace them in a couple of turns anyway.
Our general is under
Are there
attack.
any of these guys that are ready to break? Oh, I did that right after they broke. That's unfortunate.
Ready! At your service. Ex-warriors! Pikes!
Okay. Let's see how our lines are looking. Should be just super messy in here. Okay, I should probably get someone on this flank a little bit. Not really sure who. We'll bring these guys over and try and protect that flank a bit. Oh, I do still have these guys. Okay, you guys get in there. Archers are basically out of ammo. Sure, shoot that, I guess. Okay, slingers, I doubt you can even get a line of fire on anything in here. But we're gonna move you up close enough to try. Start bringing the cavalry forward, just in case an opportunity
One of our
arises.
units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, got a unit of pikes losing. Let's go ahead and pull them out. Yep, pikes should break when they're pulling out of a losing engagement. That's totally fair. You guys get up here and take their place. There's a lot of bodies to go up against. Ow, they do still have missiles. That's unfortunate. Can we hit them from back here? Without hitting our own guys too much? Did these guys shatter? Or are they just retreating still? Okay, slingers, go ahead and wipe these guys out quickly.
Pikes ready.
You guys just go ahead and stay in it. Try and stay on the side of the combat. General, is there anyone close to breaking? Not quite yet. Okay, we'll send one of these units of swords up the side. Send another one over here. And not yet, we'll send these guys in here first.
Ex-warriors! Orders! Battle ready! Orders, my lord! On glory! Ready and waiting!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Okay, we've got 50 million pikes in the air. I don't think any of them are being actually useful right now, though.
We await your orders!
Okay, but we have dealt with the unit of slingers, so that helps a little bit.
Swords! For glory!
Okay, pikes. Are they down? What an absolute mess. Okay, we got a bit of a gap here that we can try and push into. Looks like we have two units kind of both stuck together right now.
The game of cavalry! Strength and honor! Ready, troops!
I'm okay with these guys getting shot a little bit. It's not too much of a problem. If I put these guys on fire at will, where are they going to shoot? Are they going to shoot anywhere?
Is dead.
One of them says they're firing. I don't see it. Alright, whatever.
Your orders! Obliterate ex-warriors!
The battle is turning in our favor.
Okay. Things are starting to swing in our favor a little bit more. These guys probably need to come out of the front line.
We wait your command!
We've dealt with a lot of the Phalanx infantry. Let's start to send in some swords to mop things up.
Warriors! Commander!
Yep, you guys just drop back.
Advance! Your orders! Commander!
That's all the units of pikes I have on the front line, right? Except for these guys who are pulling back.
The game of cavalry! Quickly now! Your orders!
You guys move on to the next unit of cavalry. Slingers, just shoot anything you get the opportunity to shoot at, I guess.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Okay, who fled to the field of battle?
Orders! Pike infantry at your command!
Okay, another one of our units of pikes is struggling on the front line. Let's go ahead and pull them out as well.
Understood.
Orders!
I should have been destroying the gate this whole time. That would have been the intelligent thing to do.
Ready! As you command! Pikes! Pike them! Your orders!
I say that and then just continue not attacking the gates anyway.
Attack their position!
Okay, archers, you guys go attack the gate. Because it's neutralized, so if we can just destroy the gate, we can march right on it.
Ex-warriors! Pike men ready for orders! Break the lines! Pike men!
Absolute disaster of a front line here, but
Our men
okay,
flee
these
the
guys are
field of
finally
battle.
routed.
This is a shameful display.
I do still have the Pergamon companions, the shield bearers. I see a lot of pikes up in the air. There better be more down. Okay. Let's go ahead and just watch this because it's kind of a bit of a grind right now. My swords back here aren't getting much use. Well, I guess they're kind of protecting the side of the pike, so they're doing their job. Okay, we need more bodies over here, it looks like. Yep, definitely need more bodies over here.
Shield bearers!
Perfect. The bowmen won't last long.
Ready for orders.
Let's try and squeeze you guys through.
Pikes at the ready. Back forward. A game of cavalry. Glory over us. Kill.
Slingers still haven't found anything to shoot at. That's okay. If that gate goes down, we can get some cavalry in there, or we can get some pikes going back up through the front.
Pike infantry.
These actually might be my healthiest pike units now,
Commander. Orders.
besides obviously these two.
We wait to command. Shield bearers. Engage.
Okay, let's let our guys grind it out some more.
Ready and waiting.
These guys are doing just fine over here, so let's just leave them to do their thing.
Pikemen. General. Pikes at the
One
ready.
breakthrough is all we need.
Phalanx.
Nope, don't leave the side of the pikes.
Axes. Shield bearers. Pike infantry. At your command. Melee warriors. Shield
I
bearers.
wonder if I can like sneak these guys back up onto the wall and then get them around.
Heavy horse at your command. At your service.
Wow, even with the war cry, they're staying in it. That's pretty impressive. Really need to get up on the flank of these pikes because they're starting to get hit in the side. It is just bowmen hitting them in the side though, so it's not like critical.
As you command.
Come on, we almost have one unit through. Okay, there's our breakthrough.
It's forward.
Actually, axes, well, we've got enough of them in there
Get them on
anyway.
to speed.
Okay, pull through over here. Should probably send in another unit of swords up here. These guys are gonna die, but that's okay, I guess.
Ready for orders.
Takes so long to destroy gates.
A game of cavalry.
Gonna hold on to that rally for a minute. Slingers. What are you shooting at? Yeah, go ahead and just don't do that.
Shield bearers. Understood.
Okay, I don't want to expose... Oh, you know what? I think the slingers can hit these guys. Can they? I don't want to expose these guys too much, but I do want to start getting around the side of some of these guys. Okay, no, slingers can't get it. Slingers can't make it happen.
General.
Start being a little bit more aggressive with those pikes on the right side. Let's start thinking about bringing the rest of these pikes back into the fight.
Your orders. Commander. Orders understood. Ready and waiting. Pikemen! Attack their position! Shield bearers. At the double. General.
Okay, finally got through the cavalry on this side.
Shield bearers. Advance!
Yep, just come all the way around.
Pike infantry. At your command. We hunger for blood and slaughter. Pikes ready. Ready. Pike order. General.
Aw, keep them in it, come on, stay in it. Be brave.
Shield bearers.
Not gonna bother putting these guys in Phalanx because I don't think they need it. Hoping we have enough of a surround on the enemy now that we can just kind of charge through.
Citizen cavalry.
Alright. A little bit grindy, a lot of casualties, but they're on sword units that I have treated as expendable for the entire campaign. So the fact that they survived this long is pretty impressive. Some of them actually got a lot of kills too, that impresses me. none of those buildings work for me, so I'm just going to raise it.
At your command.
Alright. Sorry, I gotta clear my throat. Huh.
Commander.
Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Greek and Roman influences. Interesting. I would have expected it almost to be like Greek and Eastern influences.
Commander. Ready for orders.
Was I sending this army up here to grab these swords and take them forward? Is that what I was doing here? And then the rest of the army was going back to recruit their own swords? I think that's what I was doing.
Ready for orders.
Alright, well, let's get some construction on the go. You can make lots of money from food out of Dacia.
We hunger for battle.
These guys, let's just merge them all into... Wow, we actually have 2 units that survived.
We hunger for battle.
Go ahead and keep the pikes as they are. No need to... Well, I'm actually going to send them back over here because I think they'll replenish faster. And now the question is, do we start against the Boii? Do we turn on our client state up in the north? Or do we do the unthinkable and declare war on Rome?
Ready for battle.
Look at how bad this movement is. Just brutal. I think I would like to declare war on Rome soon, actually. Okay, let's also start recruiting a navy, just because we need to have a navy at some point. Get this guy a little bit more influence so he can get married soon. Generals always have a hard time gaining influence when they're not on the front line. Alright, and this guy gets to be a reformed pirate, I guess. I should have looked at his name, I did it again. Corridon. There he is. I mean, it's not like we've had any particularly good ships, but 180 man ship with 2,000 HP. Alright. Sounds good to me.
Easy into port.
I think I might just go with a little bit of a cheaper navy. I don't feel any pressing need to have a super expensive navy, but I do want to have like a decent navy, or at least a few decent units in there.
We hunger for battle.
Alright. All of the armies are good to go. Did I finish all the construction up here that I needed to? I should probably send a diplomat to Singadun. Singadun? Yeah, I definitely need to boost my own personal faction influence, so let's send you... I should have looked at what province it is. It's Pannonia. Oh, they actually really don't like that I just beat up the Getae. That is unfortunate. Alright, so who is Rome enemies with up here? So I still think we're fine on the southeastern front. We don't really need to do anything over there.
You honor me with your worthy presence. I
I'm
am
back
but
up
a
to being
humble servant
dependable,
of
so
Pharaoh,
that's a good
Lord
sign.
of all true men. I must speak in the voice of
Let's see
Pharaoh.
if there's a
All
chance
glory be
Athens
his,
will want
and
to
Savior.
confederate. I can't remember how many
I am
turns
honored
ago
to
it was
receive
that
you,
we got
and look
Sparta to
forward
join
to
our
your
confederation.
erudite arguments and witty quips.
Never even got a military
Welcome,
alliance with these
welcome.
guys, did I?
In a spirit of Olympian hospitality, I welcome you and will listen with care.
That is unfortunate. I'll probably have to conquer Athens, because at this rate it is really looking like they are not going to confederate. Anyway, I think that's all for this turn.
Immortality is mine.
The storm has raged long enough.
Alright, let's get these armies moving back for replenishment now. Let's see here. Let's run on over and grab all of these swords. May as well grab the peltasts too.
On the move.
And then start marching towards the front. Grumpy's Guard. Go ahead and pull back to here. Actually pull back to the capital. Takes several turns to get there, but by the time we do, I mean, I could just pick up a unit here, but we don't really have the population to sustain it. What is that coming out of our first class or second class population? I haven't really paid attention. So it is our second class population, which is good because it'll make them a lot easier to replenish.
March. Ready for battle, Commander.
Okay, we need to do something about the public order over here, but not this turn. Construction's all taken care of. This should be a really, really short turn. I'm thinking we're already basically done with it. I'm actually going to ditch these cavalry. I don't really need them. Okay, let me do a quick check through each province a little bit closer just to make sure things are still going the correct direction. We actually have almost too much food here. But I guess that's a good thing, because when we start to upgrade to the tier 4 building chains, it'll eat through a lot of food really, really fast. Now, I'm not really sure it's worth upgrading either of these just yet. Our public order is phenomenal. I'm gonna go ahead and let the construction settle down in Thrake before I go any further. Yeah, we'll go for the decreased Empire maintenance on both sides. Okay, and this is going to eat through our income really, really fast as we start to recruit a navy as well. All of these ships are incredibly weak. Okay, loyalty's still fine. Where is this guy? Not quite enough influence to get married just yet, so we'll keep throwing money around, keep people happy, and gain a little bit of influence. It's interesting that this kid is the heir to the throne instead of this kid. I mean, I suppose I could change that. I suppose I can't change that. Alright, well, that's plenty for this turn. We should just cycle through a couple of turn ends real quick. This is another major advantage of, I don't know if you guys remember several episodes ago, before we started the war against the Sumerians over in the east, when we took several turns in a row to just build up our economy and stabilize Asia Minor. Now, as I'm expanding, I don't have to scramble for money to... Oh, that sucks. I don't have to scramble for money to try and get my home provinces upgraded at the same time as taking care of construction in new provinces, because everything over here is pretty much constructed already as far as I am able to build it. So I can just spend a little bit of money per turn on whatever new buildings pop up in my new territory. And the rest of it can all go towards my treasury. So at this point, any of you guys who have seen most of this series or any of the Idrisian Kingdom campaign, you guys know that I am a little bit obsessive over building up my treasury really high. Okay, and I think also I've decided instead of going after the Boii, I'm going to eliminate these guys. But I definitely need to get this army into friendly territory before I declare war. I'm also going to get them into friendly territory before I even end my trade agreement with them.
Commander, ready for orders. Commander, at your command.
Okay, this should be another turn that's already basically over. Let's go ahead and pick up some more boats.
Assembling the fleet.
Do you know what? I should also check my edicts. So I've got one active in Sarmatia, even though I probably don't need it up here anymore. So let's put one in Bosporus instead and get some extra taxes. Yep, this guy has enough influence to get married, so we'll go ahead and marry him off. We'll use this guy to throw some more money around just to keep the politicians happy.
I will speak the hardest word for a warrior.
You have been blessed with courage, so will you not use that courage to help us? Attack these people!
Who even is that faction? Okay, Rome is expanding in Africa even more, which is a little bit scary.
Police reporting. Recruiting more ships. Ready for battle.
Alright, Funky's Fieldmen, come on down. You guys can go just far enough. I'd like to swap out this Cappadocian cavalry as well, but we'll handle that later, because they're good enough for now. Ooh, elite bodyguard infantry. Is that only available in Pergamon? Oh, and elite oh, hell yes. Hell yes, I love peltists. Okay, I don't even care. We're just getting a ton of these guys. Don't even care. I'm even disbanding these guys because I don't care about them. I want more of these swords. I'll pick up some of the thorax swords once we get over. You know what, I shouldn't have this many of the elite bodyguards. That'll be not very sustainable. Okay, we've also got thorax spearmen. Did we get any better pikes? I don't think Pergamon gets better pikes. But we do have access to thorax spearmen, which are very heavy or super heavy spears, I can't tell. But they have the square icon.
Ready for orders.
Go ahead and let you guys fall back and do some replenishing.
Ready for battle.
Your sole purpose is to bring extra units up to this army.
Make haste,
So let's
men.
plop them on over.
March. Ready for orders.
Are there any units in here I would rather not have? I think I'll get rid of one of them. That'll also transfer some population up here for me.
On the move.
Oh no, and then I can't transfer that last unit. That's stupid. I mean, it makes sense why I can't, but still dumb. Alright, now let's see. Is now the time to start breaking my agreements with these guys?
Welcome. Speak. Come
Back
on.
up to being
Do not waste
steadfast.
time,
Let's
better
end
spend
the
it.
non-aggression.
We will respect your words. Our warriors are mighty men, though.
And the trade, and
Deal-
hope they don't attack this army. Because this army, well, you know what, I should pick up a couple of mercenary horsemen or something. Ironic, because I just barely disbanded a bunch of horse, but, well, no, I'm just going to hope they don't declare war on me this turn. We'll hope for the best.
How may I serve you?
Heroic swordsmen, but they're light troops, so I'm not intimidated by them at all. What's going on with Rome in Africa? Egypt is all the way what on earth? Alright. Got some Iberian tribes still looking healthy. They haven't been taken out by the Gauls yet. Or at least they look healthy based on territory. Looks like diplomacy is probably about to break down between Egypt and Rome, maybe? Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. Alright. Well, that's all for this turn, I believe. Is that all for this turn? Let me just check through here. Yeah, we should be good. Watch Rome declare war on me right now. That'd be exciting.
Pharaoh, the merciful and peace-loving, requests that
Can we
you
have a
join
military
in
alliance?
declaring
If you do
just
that,
and righteous
I'll
war
even pay you.
against these people.
I don't even care. I'll pay you money for a military alliance. Yes! Now I don't have to conquer Egypt to get my victory conditions. That just murdered my treasury, though.
A token, perhaps a modest gift of coin.
Interesting.
have
That
not
might
people
not be a
see
bad
you in a
idea,
new light?
actually. It might not be a bad idea to get some non-aggression with these tribes, just so that I don't have to go to war up there, or keep armies up there on defense. But that's an idea I'll explore a little bit further on down the line. I'm really glad that the nomads to my north that are my client state haven't ended that treaty with me. We will go with... I prefer either of these two options. I guess it doesn't really make too much difference. It's unfortunate that we didn't get any of the bonus objectives completed with that. But whatever. Okay, a ton of construction completed this turn. So it's a little bit bad that I just spent all of my money. Well, not all of it, but a lot of my money. Alright, well, first thing,
Commander, at once.
drop off the peltasts and then be disbanded.
We hunger for battle.
You can make it through here, so you shouldn't take winter attrition in that area. You might take a little bit of attrition here, though, come to think of it.
Gathering supplies.
Hopefully not. Okay, the Heticon Keres. Nearly back up to full strength with all of our mainline armies. And even our auxiliary armies. Still just working on some recruitment over here. Okay, so that's a bunch of the Peltas. I can probably get the Thorax cavalry from just about anywhere with the tier 3 barracks. I'm thinking I might not be able to get these elite Peltas just anywhere. But 4 units of them is plenty. Realistically, I think I want to put these guys into a different army down the line. Let's see. We do need some cavalry here, though, so let's just go ahead and pick up some of the heavy stuff. 4 units of cavalry, a whole bunch of swords, actually not a whole bunch of swords yet. A couple of swords and a whole bunch of spears. And that army should be ready to go. We now have an active fleet. Still be a little bit before we declare war on these guys. But I'm not going to patrol on any of these borders because I don't trust these guys at all. Yeah, this is where I want my Peltas. Because if you get your pike line to engage the enemy and then just Peltas run around the flank, that's living the dream. Alright, well, let's get some construction going and then end the episode. I'm thinking I could maybe do with a little research up here, but this extra wealth from farming and agriculture in Dacia could be really, really valuable as well. Flying through money right now, but we'll make it back quickly enough, I think. Oh, these guys actually never accepted trade, did they? That's unfortunate.
Your coins have your ugly-faced rulers on them. None of my people want them in their purses.
Your ugly-faced rulers. Alright, well, that should be all for this episode. I'll go ahead and run through the end of the turn. And next episode, we can probably declare war on these couple of barbarians that are still in Greece and kick them out of here. And then I think I'm going to gear up for taking on Athens, and once I've got Athens out of the way, I think it's time for war with Rome. I'll have to see exactly what the diplomatic situation is between Rome and everyone else at that time, see if they have any defensive allies around the place. That's fine. Because, for example, if Egypt becomes defensive allies with Rome,
We make this modest
it could
request
become
in the
very,
knowledge that
very
your quarters
problematic
so-
to declare war on them. But, you know, that's another couple of episodes in the future. So, we'll end this one here, and see you guys in the next one.